Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I want to welcome you back once again to the Health is Passion platform. This is Sylvester, and today we are going to discuss about a topic that is the pH of the body. But let me say thank you to all those who have WhatsApping and forwarding our health messages to all over the places. Sometimes we get questions from different places, not even in the country. So we've been so grateful for the support. We want to come together to turn people to nature. Today's topic is the pH of the body, but it is divided into 5 parts. So we're going to discuss from the part 1 to 5, but today is going to be concentrated on the part 1, and it's going to be based on acidosis, the effects of acidity in our system. That is what we're going to discuss. So it's just all about the pH. When we say pH, what does it mean? And I think those who did the basic science had upper hand. The issue is that the pH of the body is the measure of the acidity or the alkalinity of the body. It is the power of hydrogen ions in the body. It is just a measure of how alkaline or how acidic your system is. Our body is full of water, and it is within this water the body cells live. Just like the water bodies contain fish and other aquatic animals, and these water bodies make living for these animals the same way that our body cells also live because of the liquid in us. So you see the lymphatic system and the blood that circulates in and out of the body, feeding our cells and bathing them, detoxifying and doing a lot of things for the body. It is the same thing that actually happened in the sea. Now, why do we say it is so important to talk about the pH? There should be a certain concentration of the body or the liquid that will make it quite possible for the living cells in it to live. Just like we have the sea, or we have the river bodies or the water bodies, where when it is polluted can cause disease and kill some of the animals in the water. It's the same way that our body is. When the concentration or the toxicity of the body is so high, it affects the living cells. So we have ways of measuring the acidity. Research shows that our body is supposed to have an alkaline medium, but when it goes back to a normal basic science, we have what we call the pH scale. The pH scale is a rank of 0 up to 14, and 1 up to 6 is talking about acids, and 7 is the neutral. It is neither acid or alkaline, and above 7 up to 14 is alkaline in nature. Researchers have told us that our body fluid is supposed to have an alkaline medium that is slightly alkaline in nature, not highly acidic or not highly alkaline, but it should be slightly alkaline. That is above neutral. That is 7.4 or 7.35. This level is the alkaline medium, and within this level, the body functions so much. We have people who are research into it like Joseph Murphy. We also have Otto Wambach, Dr. Morishita. All of these people have researched into alkalinity and acidity. The good foods, the fruits and the vegetables, the plant salts, and the natural foods that we've been talking about day in, day out are the things that promote our alkalinity. And the food like fatty foods, cholesterol, acids, and so much more, they are these that causes the body and prone them into acidity. I'll use just some few minutes to talk about the effects of high acids in the system. Then part 2 also talk about the importance of alkaline in our system, what alkaline do to our body so that we will maintain a healthier system. So this is what we have today. First, when your system is acidic in nature, it causes poor absorption, and then because of high level of acidic forming foods. One thing is that all the part of the digestive system is alkaline in nature. It is only when the food reaches the stomach that hydrochloric acid is being secreted on the food, and it turns to acidic so that the body can digest the food in such acidic medium for a certain purpose. From the mouth, the throat, the large intestine, the small intestine, the colon, all those areas are alkaline in nature, and for that matter, it needs an alkaline medium for it to complete its digestion. After food has partially been digested in the stomach and it enters into the small intestine for it to be assimilated and also continue its digesting process, what happens is that when your system is acidic, it finds it difficult for it to be absorbed. In acidic medium in the colon, which is supposed to be alkaline, and unfortunately it turns to acid, it is so difficult for the stomach to absorb the nutrient because there will be a lot of patches of the mucus, starches, and kind of complex carbohydrates and so much more, which are toxins in nature, and they fill up the spaces of the colon or the large intestine and the small intestine, preventing absorption of nutrients. The next one I will talk about is inflammation and burning of the body cells. We have different kinds of inflammations like arthritis. We also have hepatitis. Anything we have taste at the end of it is called the inflammation. So arthritis, for instance, is the inflammation of the joint, and most often is caused by high acidity filling the joint. Synovial fluid is the slippery substance ever existed on this earth. However, when acid fills the joint, it inhibits the function of the synovial fluid, causing some kind of wearing at the surface of the joint, causing pains there. We also have hepatitis. Hepatitis is the inflammation of the liver. The hepatitis is actually not caused by only virus. We have non-infectious hepatitis. They include a lot of fats in the liver, toxins, heavy metals, and so much more. Non-toxic hepatitis increases the acidity of the liver and causes inflammation, and it leads to hepatitis, as we talk about. Sometimes we develop some kind of gout, inflammations on the skin and all part of body, tumors, and so much more. These are all inflammations, and they are caused by high acidity in our system. The next one we'll talk about is accumulation of acidic gas and bloating of our bellies. Most people's bellies are bloated because of high content of alcohol, late eating, beer, and so much different kinds of food that increase acidity and gas in the stomach. As soon as the acids fill up in our bellies or in the large intestine, it forms gases. And for that matter, not even just cholesterol, but this thing bloats the stomach and increases the size of the stomach, and it could lead to a lot of predicament as well. The loss of appetite, headaches, and sleeplessness. Anytime your system is highly acidic, you experience some kind of headaches, sleeplessness, acidic urine, and so much more. Kidney stones and other kind of calculus. We have certain substances like alkaline substances that are nutrient in nature. They are found in the body. The issue that the higher the acidity, the lower the alkalinity. The higher the alkalinity, the lower the acidity. The strongest survive and the weakest die. So when you dose your system with high alkaline foods, there's a likelihood that a lot of acid goes out from the body. High alkaline foods increases the oxygen content in our system, and more toxins will be eliminated from the body. And when you take high acidic foods, what also equally happens is that you actually increases the acidic substances, and it also reduces the alkaline substances in the body. Alkaline substances like potassium, magnesium, and calcium always eliminated away from the body because of high acidity. When calcium is being eliminated, it combines with oxalate and form what we call the kidney stones. Females normally experience what we call the gallstones, and so much more. So that also leads to the calculus, kidney stones, causing pains in the kidneys and the other part of the body. Another effect through acidity is weakened immunity. When your system is highly acidic in nature, it weakens the immune system in all the part of the cells. And when your immune system is weakened, it's just like you have no soldiers in your system to fight against diseases. Joint pains and other kind of pains are also caused by acidity. Accumulation of a lot of toxins. No kind of toxin can come out from the system without combining with oxygen. For instance, carbon dioxide can only come out of the system when the oxygen combines with glucose. Before carbon dioxide will be eliminated from the system. So there are a lot of different kinds of ways, but I'll end it here and say that the very food we eat, canned foods, and those kind of spice foods, the animal source protein, the artificial spices, and so much more, normally causes acidity. Late eating causes acidity. However, when we return back to nature, relying on fruits, vegetables, and more fasting and taking a lot of water increase the alkalinity. This topic is very broad, so you get to part 2. Part 2 is going to talk about how alkaline our system should be, and also the importance of alkalinity in our system. Thank you so much for your time, for listening. Questions and contributions are welcome. Have a great day.